Hey everybody, Rachel Bogle here at the WMBF First Alert Desk. Welcome to Monday, and we have a lot to go ahead and get to here. Starting with, of course, the biggest story that we've been following, our team has been following really since the wee hours of the morning on Sunday. I'm talking about that officer-involved shooting right in the heart of downtown Myrtle Beach. It's left one person dead and 11 others hurt. So Myrtle Beach police say 3 officers are now on paid administrative leave per department policy here. This is in connection, of course, to that shooting. The names of those individuals have not been released at this point. Though, let me make sure I have this on the right video. There we go. So we're told the state law enforcement division is also investigating, and all of this, of course, stems from an alleged altercation just before midnight on Saturday night. This is near the 900 block of North Ocean Boulevard, so right there, right downtown. An officer reportedly saw someone fire a gun during that fight, leading the officer to also fire their weapon. The coroner's office confirms 18-year-old Jarius Davis died when he was shot, quote, during the officer response, but it is not specifically clear yet if Davis was shot by an officer or if someone else who was involved in that alleged altercation was the person that fired that shot. Again, all of this is all part of what authorities are looking into right now, so there's still a lot to follow up on. Myrtle Beach police, though, are asking anyone with information or video of the shooting to come forward. You can share any of that information or any tips to SLED or by calling the Myrtle Beach Police Department. We have that number for you on our website. Meanwhile, though, the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce released a statement earlier today in the aftermath of this shooting, expressing condolences and just condemning the violence as well, saying in part, quote, "The safety and well-being of our visitors and residents is always our top priority. We understand that incidents like this are concerning. However, Myrtle Beach is a safe and welcoming place for all. Public safety and tourism go hand in hand, and we support ongoing collaboration to ensure both remain strong." Again, that's just a small part of a much longer statement, and you can read all of that statement in its entirety right now over on WMBFnews.com. I'm going to pop myself up here for a moment. We will have video for you. I will also have a mugshot for you for this one. So right now, Conway police are asking for the public's help to try and help them track down a suspect who they consider armed and dangerous in connection to a murder case. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up his mugshot here. Officers say this man, Davion Hunt, who also goes by Chino, is wanted for the murder of Veron Gibbs. So Gibbs died following a shooting back on Saturday, April 19th near Granger Road and Marion Street. Police say if you see him, again, do not approach because he is considered armed and dangerous. Instead, you are asked to call the police department at 843-248-1790. You may remember last week during our coverage, we did tell you that police had also arrested and charged Traquan Wilson, charged with murder in connection to this investigation. But again, now they are still looking for Davion Hunt. He is still at large. So again, get a good look here. And if you see him or know anything, you are asked to call the Conway Police Department. I'm going to pop myself up here because for some of these tonight, I don't have video or pictures for you, so I just can go ahead and tell you what we know here with myself up on the screen. So we do know one person is in the hospital following a crash involving a pedestrian in Horry County. Emergency crews responded to the area of Highway 90 and Tilly Pine Drive. That was this morning just before 10:30. No word, though, on where that pedestrian was walking when they were hit or how serious their injuries are. All we know is they were taken to the hospital. We also know South Carolina Highway Patrol is investigating, and of course, we'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we learn anything new about this situation. Also, another story here where I do not have video, but I will just tell you what we know here. And for this, we're moving out to the PD, where we know 2 people are in custody following a drug bust in Florence County. The sheriff's office there says deputies arrested Dejuan Dorsey and Antwain Green last Wednesday, each of them facing a slew of drug possession and distribution charges after deputies served a search warrant at a home along Chomper Court. That's where they reportedly confiscated a number of drugs, including methamphetamine, cocaine, and marijuana. Again, they did arrest 2 people. Dorsey is being held on a $78,000 bond, while a judge set Green's bond at $15,000. All right, so we're going to take things back to Horry County for this next story here, and I will have a photo to show you from our website, but I'm going to kind of set the stage first before I show you that. So we do know a North Carolina man is in jail tonight here in Horry County, accused of sparking a pretty dramatic chase over the weekend. So this is a look at that individual. Police arrested this man here. This is 29-year-old Chris Ardrey of Charlotte. He was arrested Saturday night after they say he refused to pull over for a traffic stop along Highway 501 in Gallivan's Ferry, leading officers on a chase turned crash while there was a pregnant woman in his car. So records show he is now being held at the J. Reuben Long Detention Center, facing a number of charges, of course, failure to stop for blue light, as well as drug possession after officers reportedly found heroin during a search of his car after that crash. You might be wondering, what about that woman, that pregnant woman in the car? So when it comes to her, we're told that pregnant woman was taken to the hospital to be checked out. She has since been released. We don't have any further information beyond that. We do know that she has been released from the hospital at this point. All right, gonna pop myself back up here so we can talk about that forecast. And it is good news if you like warm weather and a taste of summer. If you were hoping for more spring-like vibes and cool temps, maybe not for you. So we're looking at a pretty warm and tranquil week here. We're talking highs in the upper 70s to near 80 at the beach for really the rest of the week there, as you can see on the Grand Strand 10-day. Then we're talking mid to upper 80s inland for our inland folks there. We will start kind of feeling that humidity gradually increasing as we're going in through about the middle to the later part of the week, and then we're not going to see our next chances for maybe some pop-up showers until later in the day, Friday, and then into Saturday as well. So really it is a good week if you want to make some outdoor plans to get out and about. Maybe if you're trying to have some beach time, some reading books by the beach or by the pool kind of time, this is your perfect week to really do that because we are looking good if you want just a bit of a taste of summer, because it is here. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what we are watching for you new at 11. And new at 11, we do know 3 people are hurt after an Horry County crash involving a school bus. So Horry County Fire Rescue says this happened a little after 5 this evening in the area of Highway 66 and Bluebird Loop. They say that school bus and another car collided. Crews had to extricate at least one person. 3 people were sent to the hospital, but their conditions are unknown at this point. We are told, though, no students were hurt. There were no children on board the bus at the time of this crash, and South Carolina Highway Patrol is investigating. We'll be sure to let you know if and when we get any new information, when any additional information is released. We'll be sure to keep you posted, of course, on air and online and through the WMBF News app. So that is a look at all of the big stories we are following for you today, but there is plenty more where that came from. We're also going to keep digging in even deeper into that officer-involved shooting over the weekend. Today we got to hear from the family of that man killed in that officer-involved shooting, as well as some of the folks working at the businesses in that downtown area that experienced and saw some of the aftermath and the chaos after that. So if you are able to stay up a little bit longer to join us tonight for WMBF News at 11, you'll get to see more of that, and of course all of your other news headlines and your first alert forecast. So hopefully you are able to stay up just a little bit longer to join us in a little over an hour, but for now, that'll do it for this update from the WMBF First Alert Desk. Have a good rest of your night. See you soon.